guys, welcome to another episode of Unpacking Love. I'm so excited to be doing this episode today because we're bringing something new to the podcast, honey, because we always want to spice things up over here. So, starting from today, once a month, I'm going to have a games night, which really, for people who are listening, you might be listening in the morning, afternoon, or like evening, but most of my recordings happen in the night. So, anyway, I'm going to be having games night, and today is the first games night. So excited. I have Belight in the house. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you for having me today.
I'm excited to have you. The game that we're going to be playing is called Flags. Okay. Essentially, what happens is my guest and I will say statements to each other. And then when you say a statement to someone, they have to say whether that would be a red flag, a green flag, or a yellow flag. We all know what red flags are. Red flags are never good. Green flags are always good. And then there's the times where it's like, you know what, this could be red or green. It's a mix. And because I'm 50-50, I'm going to go yellow flag on that. So that's how this is going to work. So, Belight girl, you ready to start?
I'm very ready.
Yes, let's get it. Okay, Belight. So you're talking to someone and he has no social media. Green, red, yellow.
Um, Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this one because having social media could be a bad thing, but actually, it's never a good thing. It's always a bad thing. Um, Wait, having no social media though, I don't know. It kind of gives me the ick a little bit because like you don't have social media, which is fine because that means you don't really see girls like that. But then that could be misleading because maybe you could actually be seeing girls when you go out and stuff like that. But I don't know. It kind of makes me feel like you're a loser, kind of thing. But not like social media is like, yeah. I don't know. Like I'm gonna say yellow because I don't know how to answer this question. Yeah, I'm torn. What do you think, Michelle?
You're torn? Okay. For me, it's going to be a yellow flag. And that's because I can see both green and red. Honestly, kind of what you said, right? If somebody doesn't have social media, maybe for like their mental health sake or like because they just don't want to feed into that whole culture, but they're a good guy on the side, like I have no problem with you not having social media. But then the red flags come when you have very dirty business. And the reason why you're not on social media is because you don't want people to be able to find you because of whatever deeds you're doing, then it becomes a red flag. So for me, if I'm talking to someone and they have no social media, and especially in this online dating world, right? Like, let's say it's like I'm talking to a guy on an app and there's no way for me to find him anywhere else online, and all I have to rely on is what he's saying, then that would be very red. So based on that, I would say I'm going to give it a yellow flag, similar to you, Belight. Hit me with the next question.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you're with this guy and he wants you to like share your location with them permanently. Like you guys are seeing each other, and I mean it's not that serious, but he wants you to share your location with him.
It's a
How
red
do you feel
flag.
about
It's a
Yeah.
red flag. Look, whether we're talking seriously, whether we're in a relationship or we're talking seriously, I just feel like it's a red flag. Why should I have to share my location with you permanently? Like, why do you need to know my every step in the day? Does that make sense? Like, I'm okay with, let's say, for example, I'm going on a trip somewhere and I'm in an unfamiliar place, and then I'm like sharing my location with you because I want to share my location with you, right? So that like if anything goes wrong, like you would know where I was. That's fine. But like, someone asking me to like share my location and also to permanently share it, it's just giving stalker vibes. And why do you need to know all my moves? So for me, red flag. How about
Yeah.
you?
For me, it's a red flag because like I don't need you to know where I'm going. Like because I have my own mind, and it's just like I feel like you're just going to spoil my moves, even if we're together or we're not together. Like, why do you need to know I'm here? Like, I don't understand. I just feel like you should just trust me. If you don't trust me, then move from me, basically. That's
I
it.
love it. I love it. So that's red for you.
Yeah, that's a red flag. It's a big red flag, actually.
Yo, guys, for people who are listening, we're not city girls like that, but we're just saying, like, you don't need to know my every step of the day. What if I'm trying to surprise you with something? Now you know where I am. Now you're going to be like, oh, she was in a little sketchy location. Like, what was she doing? You don't need to know all that. So, girl, I'm with you. We're on the red. Okay, I'm going to give you my next one, Belight. if he introduces you to his friends?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with red because let me tell you something. Why are you introducing me to your friends as a man? I understand it's actually like a good thing because it could be a good thing where it's like, oh, she's part of the like man dem and everything. Like, let's introduce and stuff. But sometimes I feel like most times when guys are introducing you to your friends, it's more for like verification, like how you feeling about this girl. Because I feel like if he
Mm,
introduces you and then they're just like, yo, this girl's really not paying, like she's very mid. I feel like that's gonna also influence the way he's gonna treat you moving forward. I don't know. It's a hit or miss for me. It could be a good thing as a girl is like, okay, yeah, like it's cool. But I feel like the ones that would be more of a red flag is like if it's unexpected. If I just like walked in and like let's say I was like talking to him like yo I'm gonna come over. I come over and meet his friend there. I don't really feel like it's as planned or he's gonna like mentally like be thinking about what his friends are going to like be thinking about me. If you get what I'm trying to
mm.
say.
You're leaning red because you feel like, for the most part, it's kind of like trying to seek validation from friends or like to get a rating of whether it's a yes or a no.
Yeah, I feel like subconsciously that's what it is. It doesn't matter what you tell him because it's like, yo, subconsciously he's thinking like, what are they gonna think about this girl? And it's not like I'm not
Mm.
confident in myself, but it's also just like I'm not going to walk into a place where it's like, okay, people are about to rate me. I need to act a certain type of way, act natural, like, and I'm not even acting like.
I see. I see. Okay, nice take on that. I think for me, I'm gonna give it a green flag. I feel like being introduced to the friends. I think also it depends on how you're introducing me, right? I'm assuming in
Mhm.
this case, if I'm in a relationship with you and then you introduce me to your friends as like, this is my girlfriend, that's actually a good sign for me in the sense that you're trying to bring me into your world, especially if you're introducing me to your close friends. It's like you're bringing me into your world and you're telling them that this is the girl that I'm seeing. Like I'm not a secret to like your close friends. You know what I mean? So that for me would be a green flag. Um, can I see uh, other signs? I also think that it's not something to then, at least in my opinion, to base how well a relationship is going. Because I was talking to one of my guy friends and he was like, well, if a guy introduces you to their friends, sometimes like it doesn't mean anything. Like he was like, I have introduced girls to my friends, but like your friends also know whatever dirty things you're doing, right? So if he was
Exactly.
talking to like 10 girls, he's gonna introduce all 10 of you as his girl. And the friends in their minds, they're like, she doesn't know. She's one of the
Yeah.
men.
It's
Yeah.
really not a big deal anymore. Like before, it'd be like, oh my god, he introduced me to his friends. But right now, you can
Mm.
just be a laughing stock. You could just be like one other girl. Like it's not even like, and you have to also remember his friends are not your friends. Like just because he's introduced, it's not
Mm.
the parents. Like he's
Mhm.
introduced you, but he's still going to do whatever he wants to do, and they're not going to tell you because you're just one of them. So like it just goes down to like who they're loyal to at the end of the day. So it's nothing special for me. That's why I kind of like
Mm.
I'm just giving it a red flag because like usually when it comes to guys, like yeah, it's not a big deal.
Cool, cool, cool. Hit me with your next question.
Yeah. If let's say you were talking to a guy and he knows about like the other guys that you're seeing. I want to say dating because it's not a big deal like dating like go on dates and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
if he knows like you're if he knows about the other guys that you're dating and he wants you to pick him from out of all his your options, basically just like making it like a exclusive thing. So like how would you feel about that?
Hmm. Hmm. This is really, it's a tough one. I feel like I don't like it when people campaign. Does that make
Mm,
sense? I think also when I think about myself, if someone was to tell me that they had multiple options and like I would never be the girl to fight and say pick me, pick me. So I feel like if someone was saying pick me to me, that would be very red flaggy. I feel like at the end of the day, your actions should speak louder than words. You don't have to tell me how great a guy you are and how you're going to make my life better than any other guy would make my life. I actually feel like that shows insecurity. Um, like why are you trying so hard?
no,
Just be confident and do what you're doing. I don't need you to tell me to pick you, because then it's just off. It's just off. Yeah, it's a red flag. It's a red flag to me. Like, why? Why are you campaigning? Like, if I haven't picked you, give me time so I can just analyze for myself. So yeah, I don't see any good in campaigning. So I'm gonna give it a red flag. How about you?
To me, like, it's a confidence booster. I'm not even going to lie. I'm gonna give this one a green because, like, bro, if you're telling me to pick you, you're basically having to like pitch something about yourself that's gonna have to make me pick you, and it just I feel like I'm just in a comfortable seat. Like, okay, like I have options, and like it makes you understand that. Listen, if I'm not with you, I'm gonna be with somebody else. It makes you understand that you're going to be replaceable. It makes you think on your feet. Like the same way I pick you, the same way I can drop you. So if you're thinking, if you're in a healthy competition, you're like, you know what, I need this girl to pick me. Like I feel like, yeah, at this point you're like fighting for me. Like it's cool, it's
Oh
green.
man, I love that. I absolutely love that. And the way that you then said it, I can see how it would be a green flag, right? Like, he is pretty much acknowledging that there's competition, and he's like campaigning and saying, you know what, I'm the real deal, go for me. So I can see that. Much respect for that one for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Yeah, okay, my next one is, so, in this age, and I guess in this day and age of online dating, people put all sorts of things on their dating profiles. So if you saw a guy who listed his phone number on his dating profile, how would you see that? Is this red, green, or yellow?
Why is your phone number on a dating profile? Like, what's this? Is it a resume? What's going on? I just, I yo, is given uneducated. Like, why are you putting your phone number on there? Like, it's not that serious. Like, why? See, I can't understand. So I'm gonna give this one a very big red flag because I'm not. I'm just going to see and swipe left because why? Why is your phone number on there? Why am I? Nah, it's wrong. It just doesn't.
Yo, do you know what's funny for me? The funniest part is how you're equating this to someone being uneducated. It's like, can you explain why you picked that word specifically?
Because in this day and age, why are you putting your phone number on a dating profile? What is this an interview? Like, I don't understand why. Like, have you never had experience with a girl? Have you never like? Is it like a? It's gonna give me like this vibe that you're new to this thing, which is cool, which is fine. But it's
I
also just
see.
like, who does it? Like nobody does that. You alone, you've come, you put. Why are you trying to stand out with phone number? I just nah. I don't understand.
Okay, okay. You know what? I'm with you right there on the red flag. And you know what? I think this is our first one we were agreeing on the color of the flag. We've been very red, green. But this
Yeah.
one, I'm with you. I'm on a red flag. And the reason why I have a red flag is, imagine now being in a relationship with this guy, and 2,000 other women have his phone have his
Do
phone
you
number.
imagine?
Like, dude, I feel like sometimes people invite problems into their own lives. And just the fact that your number was out there and you had all these people texting you, and now that you're in a relationship, it's not like these people are gonna, not have your number anymore, or you're gonna change your number. So it's just giving, no, no, it's giving very like city boy, like you're on the streets, like too much on the streets. So for me, it's a red flag as well.
Yeah, like I've never seen an attractive guy with their phone number on a dating profile. I'm not saying I'm
Mm-hmm.
on one. I'm just saying that when they post it on like Instagram and like you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at people's
Mm-hmm.
captions, stuff, I don't even know if anyone's gonna be calling him in the first place. So I wouldn't even be worried about that, really.
Mm. That's so funny. I love it. I love it. Hit me with the next one.
If you met a man who's like 40 and he's never been married and he has no kids, how you feeling about that one?
I think honestly, it's a yellow flag. And the reason why it's a yellow flag is because there's a part of me, I think yellow flag really, because it's like, it's a curiosity thing for me. Because I want you to convince me whether, like you as the guy, convince me whether this is a green flag or a red flag, right? Like, for example, if a guy is 40, has no kids, has never been married, and, like I talked to him and it turns out that this guy, I don't know, like he was in the army. Then after that, he decided to go for undergrad. Then he had a PhD program and he never, got time to date, or like the dating that he did, it didn't lead to like he couldn't commit, right, to being in like a marriage at the time, then okay, for me, it's like, okay, it's a green flag, right? Like, okay, circumstances led you to here. However, if you're like 40, no kids, not married, and you've actually had quite a number of relationships, and some of them were even long-term relationships, like that lasted years, and some of them were like short. It just it gives me red flag in the sense that you couldn't commit. You know what I mean? Like if you started dating at age 20, like you're telling me throughout your 20s and throughout your 30s, all the women that you were dating were so horrible that you didn't want to commit. To me, it just makes me feel like, what if I start dating you and then you do me dirty? Like 2 years later, you're now 42, you're not married, and you don't have kids. And now you've dropped me. Like you've broken my heart. So it could be green or it could be red. I think I'm gonna put it at yellow because I would be more curious to hear what the story is. How about for you?
To be honest, I feel like in my experience, yeah, I've met a lot of African men. I'm basing this on African men. They're 40, they're not married, but they have kids. The ones out here, not like, yeah. So I'm gonna just like say I've met one guy who's close to 40. He's not actually 40 yet. And his own wahala is different. He's not married. He doesn't have kids. And I think he's just senseless because like when I had a conversation with him, he just sounded like he's just a hoe and he's not ready. Like he would, even if he's 60, he would not be ready to settle down. Like just moving with different type of women. Like he doesn't even care what age you are. He's just lost in life. And then I've also, through my friend's experience, I met a 40-year-old man who I think is very, very stupid because at his age, he has a child and he's trying to get with a 22-year-old.
Oh wow.
I don't understand how that's supposed to work. You're literally half her age and you're still thinking like you're going to marry her. Like I just
Mm,
feel like in most cases, guys who are like 40 and they're not married, they don't have kids, it's a red flag. It's never really a good thing in my experience. It's really like
mm.
he is not serious. He's not a serious guy. Like,
I love that. I mean, I love that, like, because the examples that you gave really painted the, like the not seriousness of this guy, right? And
yeah.
I can so see then, like, why it would be a red flag. Even with my other friends, just talking about this, almost everyone sees it as a red flag, like almost everyone for the most part. They're like, nah, this one is a red flag for sure. So very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Because if you
Yeah.
see a man, let's say like let's say you are also in your 30s, you haven't gone. I feel like when it comes to women, yeah, it's actually like not necessarily a red flag. I feel like not like in most situations, I feel like
Interesting.
it's not necessarily because I feel like at some point with a man, like, doesn't wouldn't he just like yearn that whole companionship where he's like, okay, I've accomplished everything in life. I feel like okay now I can do this with this other. At least that's how I feel like I was brought up and I made to think about men. But I could be wrong, especially
Mm,
in this generation. But it's just kind
okay.
of messy if like you reach that age and you've got everything that you need to get and still yeah going around. They're not amounting to anything like in your like just romantically, you're just lost. Like what are you doing? Like I don't understand. Is that what you're going to teach your kids? Like it's not given. Like it's not given responsible. It's weird.
Mm.
It's weird.
Oh man, no, that was good. That was good. It's so funny because you sound like an African auntie when you're saying all of this. You're like you're senseless. You're lost in life. That was funny. I hit you with my next question. My next question is, what if you're talking to someone and his longest relationship was 6 months or less? And let's say, okay, let me put an age to this guy, because I feel like, okay, if you're talking to someone and is for some reason 20 and he's only had 6 months relationships, that could be acceptable. But what if he is 32 and he's been in quite a few relationships, but then his longest relationship was 6 months or less? Is that a red, green, or a yellow flag?
I would equate this to the topic of body count. Like I think it's
Oh,
pretty much the same thing. Like I don't understand. How can you be in a relationship and your longest one is 6 months or less? That's like to me,
mm,
that just means like you are not capable of being serious with someone or just being committed. You don't understand like what it means to be committed. You don't know what goes into it. Because you're not even trying to make it work. You're telling me every time it doesn't work, that's when because usually at the 6 month mark, that's when it's usually like kind of iffy. So you're giving up every single time. You can't be in a relationship because there's going to be downsides, there's going to be fights and stuff like that. So if you're
Mm,
coming to me
mhm.
and like, oh, yeah, I've only been in a relationship 6 months or less, what do you want from me? Because I don't want to be in your situation. Like I don't really see how that's going to work. And the reason why I'm equating it to body count is because like I feel like, I might be wrong. Everybody has their own opinion. I hold
Mhm.
mine different. And I feel like it's the same because if you're going around and you're like doing it every minute, every second, it's like it kind of like weakens your like ability to be able to commit to somebody because now you're just so used to like you like go to men like you wear clothes, and it's just if it doesn't
Mm.
fit you, it's like it's like I want to say like it gives you high standards, which is like you can be like, okay, this person is not meeting this requirement of mine, I'm going to like do this thing. But when you start to do that, it starts to add up, and it's like, okay, if you can't, because in life nobody's going to be perfect, so if you
Mhm.
can't meet somebody like, okay, he doesn't have everything, but this one thing I can sacrifice. Like if you can't meet them halfway, then it's like, who really are you going to find? You're just going to be allowing people run through you, and also soul ties and stuff like that. Like it's a
Mm.
big thing. There's a lot of things that go into it. So yeah.
Oh, nah, that was deep. That was deep. So you came in with a strong red, and girl, I see it. I mean, I definitely see the red. This one is kind of tough. I wish there was something between red and yellow because my yellow, my yellow on this one it leans closer to like the red side of things, and it's really for reasons you said, right? Like commitment issues. This might be showing that you're unable to really commit, for longer
Yeah.
than 6 months. But then at the same time, too, I feel like everyone has a starting point, right? Um, I mean, okay. Okay. How do I say this? The only green thing that I could see about this could be that, you know what? You might be somebody who doesn't like to waste your own time. And if you see that this thing is not going to be long term, right? Like if you see that, like, I don't want to marry this person, maybe you would always just end things at that point because you've already concluded that you don't want to marry
But
them.
maybe it just means you're going to the wrong place to go and meet these people because I don't
Mm.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it just to me it's not really it's still a red flag because if
You
you're
know
meeting the
what?
same type of people and it's like, oh
Mm.
yeah, every time you're wasting your time, they're wasting your time. You're not going to the right place. Or
And
you're
you're
not
right.
representing yourself the way you're
I
supposed.
think you're right. Because, like, now when you said that, right, the fact that you keep getting into these relationships, they're all going to be short because you're like, you know what? I don't want to marry this. But this actually shows that you could have a problem in the sense that maybe this guy has a problem of jumping into relationships too fast. Like, why are you jumping into a relationship before you're sure that this is someone you can see yourself being with in a long-term relationship? So, you know what, Belight? You have successfully convinced me to move from yellow to red. I do not see any good in this. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with red. I'm
I'm
with
also
you.
going to stand with red because I
Hmm.
didn't realize I dated this guy, he's Ghanaian. I didn't realize how much of a serial dater he is until we broke up because we broke up. This relationship was 9 months. Also, prior to this, he had been in a relationship which was already a red flag. He was with this girl for 4 years. He didn't like her. He was still in a relationship with her, and he was cheating on her left, right, center. But me, my dumbass, just thought, oh, you know what? He's still nice to me. He told me this story, and he said he has moved from his past, whatever. I was just thinking about the good in everyone.
Hmm.
So our relationship ended up not working. And then just I'm not even going to lie to you. Not even 2 weeks. This guy was already in a full blown relationship. I was so confused. Because he was in my house 24/7. He doesn't go out. He doesn't do anything. I was like,
Damn.
he's texting me. How did he find this babe? Just bro. I kid you not. It just put me off, man. I'm just like, yo, you guys are
Yeah, he
crazy.
moves quick. That's wild. And I mean, I also feel like the fact that, in his previous relationship, he had been cheating, it means like he keeps a roster mate. Like he actually has, these people are all sitting on the bench waiting. So like the moment he comes out of the relationship, he just jumps into another one, which is wild. Because also like you need to take time to heal from your problems before you now jump into another relationship. So you're so right. I think this one is fully red, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Hit me with the last question of the night, Belight. What
Oh
is
wow, we're
your
already on
last
to the last
question?
question. That's crazy. Okay.
Right?
If you met a man that is like similar to you, how you feeling about that one?
Ooh. Wow.
I
Oh.
already know answer this question, and it's not good. Why is he similar to you?
Okay, are you answering first? Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Because me, I'm speechless.
I just feel like no. How can we be similar and be in the same house? It just there's not enough space for both of us because am I don't want to say I'm a loud person. Like I have
Mm.
my days where I'm outgoing. I have my other days where I'm just like reserved. I'm in my room. I'm not really doing
Mm-hmm.
anything. And to have a guy who's on the same wavelength as me, every day we're feeling the same way together. It's not going to work. Because okay, today I'm sad. You can't be sad. I need you to do something spontaneous so that we can leave the house. If you're now sad and I'm
Mm.
sad, we're going to be in a sad household. Okay. If I was if I was like going out, like I like to go out too. I like to have fun. And
Mm-hmm.
if he's a type to also go out, like also like when I go out, sometimes I'm a bit flirty, and it's like he too. He's giving me. We're just going to clash. It's not going to. Why are you like me? It's not going to make sense because there can't be two of us coexisting in the same house. I just no. I feel like anybody listening to this will understand because no, they said opposites attract for a reason because
Mm.
you can't be the same and
Mm.
be
Mm-hmm.
together. It won't last. Yeah, okay, today is going to be fun because you guys like the same things. There's a difference though. Similar to you and how in what way? Like is he like just he just does the things that you do or he likes doing what you want? Because if he likes doing things that like kind of like doesn't do them, he just likes them because I like to do them. That's different.
Let's focus on personality wise. Similar that way.
In terms of personality, I can't if I was a guy, I wouldn't date me. So I can't
Snap! What does that even mean? Why wouldn't you date yourself?
honestly, yeah. I'm a lot. So if I have another guy who's also a lot, like I feel like I can't get a grip of my emotions. They're just everywhere, you know?
Mm.
It's like if I have a guy who also can't yo, what are we doing? Because at this point it's only God that we can hold on to because it's not
Because we can't hold on to each
it's not
other.
no
Yo,
no,
Belight,
it's
you're
not. I
so
just
funny.
it's
You
not
are
gonna work
so
out.
funny. You are so funny. You know what? I would have to say, personality wise, even like looking at like the people I've been with, I feel like they definitely had to compliment me, right? I get so frustrated because I'm somebody who likes to talk a lot. I talk. And I have some guy friends who like to talk a lot. And I'm always so overwhelmed. I'm like, look, I'm trying to talk, so you have to listen. And it's like, I'm trying to get this person to listen, but they're just talking. You know what I mean? So that would actually like very much
Mm,
frustrate me. I mean, at the same time, though, I also don't want somebody who's too different from me, right? Like, it's okay for me to be with somebody who's an introvert. That's fine. As long as they also have times where they want to go out and do other things. Like, if you're going to be an introvert who never, ever, ever wants to do anything with anybody else, that would be a red flag for me. Like, I actually can't
that
be
was
with
my
you
ex.
because, wait, this one, I'm glad it's now an example of what not to do. Okay, because
No,
yeah, like
for real, I would never ever date an introvert. Like why?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I don't know, it's like it has to be a balancing. You don't have to be an extrovert like me. You shouldn't be too extroverted like I am. You should be more of a listener, I think. I need to be with someone who's more of a listener than like a talker because I probably bring more of the talking. But then at the same time, too, you shouldn't be too reserved, because see, that would also be like a very dull life for me. So, you know what? I guess overall for this one, I would say if our personalities are too similar, it would have to be a red flag for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, a lot of people think I'm a good listener, but really, I just think I zone out every time people talk. No, people actually think I'm listening, and I do the whole thing like, "That's crazy. Oh, right, right." And I repeat the last word I hear them say. And everyone thinks I'm such a good listener. I swear to God, I don't even know where my head is at. But you like if in 5 minutes you can't wrap up that conversation or tell me that story, I'm going 5 minutes is even too long. And also I feel like it's TikTok's fault because like everything just happens and it's just very small videos. So my attention span is really like little. So for you to come and tell me I'm a good listener, it's like, okay, thank you. But really, I didn't hear anything you said to me. Like,
God,
it's actually
my cheeks are actually hurting from what you said, because like you are so hilarious. Just like I just zone out, and I appreciate you being honest, and being like, look, if you're going to talk for more than 1 minute, that's a lot to ask for.
it's too much.
It's too much. Oh man. Well, this is so fun. Belight, thank you for making the first games night so lit. I was having such a good time. I could do this all night, like going back and forth with questions with you. So thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I had so much fun answering your questions. These are things I'm going to have to think about again and see if my answers could have been different. Hopefully, life gives me a different experience.
That's true, right? That is true. Everybody who is listening, thank you so much for listening. You guys will catch me in the next episode. Peace.